10%. You owe her 25. She gonna get that money. We get the timer going, and I'll get us going. 3, 2, and welcome. Hey, how y'all doing out there? Usually I would clap, but we're not on the podcast proper. We on Wine Talk. Shout out to JD Hill. Shout out to Kalandra.
We miss y'all.
I know, right? Happy New Year, and
Happy
also
New Year.
all the not Thanksgiving of Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
It's
Day.
right around the corner. It's upon us.
What do the lonely do for Valentine's?
I know, and also
You don't know. You're not gonna be lonely.
I'm not gonna be lonely at all. I'm gonna have my stuff secured. I got somebody in my life,
Yeah.
and y'all ain't gotta worry about that shit. For those at home, good luck to you.
Nice. Oh my God.
You gonna be at the Valentine's Day dinner?
Oh no, I'm gonna be at home too.
Got you. Say less. Say less. Do you really? So real quick before we get to the topic,
Okay.
and we both been married before,
Okay.
and so
2-time offender.
hey, it happens. But with that said, I'm of the mindset that I don't really, when I was in my relationship with my wife at the time, I didn't really celebrate too much on Valentine's Day because I was already doing things throughout the calendar year. So that day wasn't really special to me because I've already been doing things. So it's like, do I really need to do something extra that day because it is Valentine's Day? Or if I've already shown my love?
But I feel like those are two different gifts. Anything you doing during the year, those are just because gifts.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like even if you don't give a gift, I feel like something special should be did. Maybe
Really?
a date planned, or maybe
Because of that calendar
Yes.
commercialized.
Because you gotta think about it. Say if you just been so hectic, that's the
Uh-huh.
time for you to just. This is the day that you know it's for lovers.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
stop what we doing and make
Okay.
this day about us. It don't have to be expensive.
I got you.
You don't have to be, but I feel like I know it's over commercialized. But if say like if your woman is working and
Yep.
you working and y'all always blah blah blah, this is the one day you know you can schedule off to take time for each other.
So I would agree with you in that regard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But without that,
Then no,
because I'm gonna get to you, and when you were in your marriage, was that a big day of the calendar year for you too?
me because my love language is I'm a giver. So like most men don't like it because I don't get nothing. I'm gonna go all the way out.
Which is true though. You know that's not our day, really.
You gonna have the Valentine. I'm gonna get you a bag. I'm gonna get you some candy. I'm gonna listen to something that you want. You gonna get it. I'm gonna bring your bath water. I'm gonna cook
I
what
got
you
you.
want. So I make it special for men because
Okay.
I can't love myself, but I can't love myself. I gotta have somebody to celebrate Valentine's Day with.
Okay. So you were celebrating that particular day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's cool. Every year there was something always done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I did just because. Now, if we was mad at each other, then we're not even finna go through the motions. No, because then I don't. It's like, why?
I hear you. That's what obviously we since removed from that, so I get my question's already answered.
Yeah.
But you guys out there, if you're celebrating Valentine's Day, hey, good on you. Congratulations. Hopefully
Happy
it goes
Valentine's
smooth.
Day.
All that. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself.
Don't get pregnant.
No, I mean, if you do happy, if you're married,
Don't get pregnant.
what really? If you're married, don't get
Leave them kids where they at.
in the mouth, where you
Not in the belly.
got you. She said, I guess she said, guys, if you're married, don't even fuck around having kids.
Don't have no kids.
You gotta continue the species,
No,
Mo.
it's okay.
And also, I've been remiss. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
We did not.
We started getting on this tangent about Valentine's Day and
He
stuff.
started it. Hi, I'm Moso. How are you guys doing? You can follow me on Facebook at Monica Houston. Also, my business page, Locks, Dress, and Things, where I am oh so proud to make your nappy oh so happy. And you can follow me on TikTok at Moso82 and Instagram Moso_82. Come on, follow me. I'm a very interesting person.
And everything she just said, I have right here in the description box, like always, guys. Please, yes,
I said a
support her.
lot.
She did say a lot, but it's right there, be easy. You can, of course, copy and paste. However you need to get there.
Just get there.
It's very simple.
It don't matter how you do it. Just
And
get
do it
there.
one time, and you gotta do it no more.
No more.
No more.
No more.
And of course, I'm Clyde Say the Third, aka the Phoenix. You know, you can put that in the search engine on Facebook, here on YouTube. Watch all my independent features. After this point, you've been watching this long. I would hope you.
Shit.
No, I appreciate it. But you should know who we are, or at least who I am at this particular juncture. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. And like I said, enjoy Wine Talk, the Ladies Lounge, podcast proper. Go back and watch old skits that we've done. And be on the lookout for dramatic material coming in 2024, especially 2025, guys. I know we kind of like still a ways away from that. However, if that said, time do fly. We got some more
And
dramatic
if
stuff
you
coming.
haven't watched Dez and Dez 2, what the hell are you waiting on?
All right, thank you very much.
What the hell is you waiting on?
Thank you very much.
We've been
Mo.
telling y'all about this for a while.
And I told you it was coming.
Hurry up and watch. Hurry up and watch.
No, watch, and it's always
And
there.
subscribe.
Leave me some feedback, please. Let me know how you liked it. If you didn't like it, I'm there for that too. Because it's not for everybody. I like it.
Constructive criticism.
I'm all for it. If you don't like something or a scene didn't make sense,
Constructive criticism.
please, yeah, very constructive. Now, if you're going to be an asshole, be anal, and be stupid,
We don't want to hear that.
yeah, I'm not going to respond.
Anybody got time?
Yeah, I'm grown. I'm 40. I ain't got time for this stupid
You're
shit.
going to get blocked.
Maybe not. I'm going to probably let you still do it because I like that's attention too.
It surely is a negative.
it
Like,
has-
they can say all that, but
yes.
like, but you're running my views up. What else you don't like? You didn't like the shirt? Keep talking.
Yeah, because it runs algorithms. work
So
in my
go ahead
favor.
on
Yeah, please.
negative reviews. We like you too.
If that's out there,
We're
it
gonna
is what it
smile
is.
and wave.
Yeah, it is what it is. But Mo,
Yes.
we're here on Wine Talk for this episode. We kind of had an off-camera discussion, but what are we here to talk about today? I'll let you go ahead and
I am
tell people.
so glad you asked. We are here to talk about, is there a difference with being picky or having standards? And I'm going to sip on that one.
So, we had an understanding. Yes, there is a difference.
There is a difference.
So, I can go first, and I'll let you piggyback off that.
Okay.
Like we both agreed, it's okay to have standards, right? I'm not going to compromise myself for A, B, or C. I'm not going to tolerate A, B, or C.
Right.
If I'm going to move forward with this person, group of people, or just even my fucking kids, I'm going to have these particular standards, A, B, and C. Now, when it comes to relationships, yeah, there is a difference between being too picky.
It is.
Because like you spoke to, for example, like, let's say you have a woman who I'm only gonna date someone who's 6 foot and above, or a salary. You got to be understanding that. Let's say from a salary standpoint, right, 6 figures and whatever. The average person, especially in the black community, at age of let's say 35 and above, not too many people, men in general, are making that much money. That's just the way the culture is. What's going on in the world. So you may get a man making 50,000, 60, whatever that may be. He may not be making 120,000, 200-something thousand a year. So with a woman having this particular pickiness, it's unrealistic.
It is, and I feel like it's unrealistic because how can you require somebody to make 6 figures if you barely making, you ain't even making close to 6 figures. Like if you're requiring those are your standards, then you should be able to also give them, because if you making $45,000, I guarantee you're not running on no man that's making 6 figures. He is in a whole different tax bracket, a whole different area. He shops different.
Yep.
He going places that you're not going. So unless you're Julia Robertson in The Pretty Woman or these fantasy TV shows, you are not gonna meet a 6-figure man.
And
you're not in his area. Sorry.
No, for real, because like I'm all about women. They call it dating, being hypergamy, or big dating hypergamous, or whatever you want to say. How they looking for that level of success so they can have a certain standard of life, right?
Right.
I get it. I mean, a lot of women when they're growing up in the household with their mother. It's not speaking to you. I'm saying just in theory. Women say, girl, don't date no man or don't get that unless he's doing this, doing that. And yeah, typically you want a man who's doing well for himself, because you want a man. Now, I'm traditional. Men should lead, provide stability, security, and all that good stuff.
But a man that's making 50,000 plus, he can give the same thing.
And which me and you are in agreement. It's just that some people are being too picky out here. They don't have an understanding.
Right, but you got to think about it. That man that's making 6-figure plus, he has standards, because if he's built himself up and he's done all this, he's looking at the fact, why would I want somebody that's under me?
Yeah.
That can't understand the value of money at this level. Like now they want to get 6 figures because they want to spend.
Yeah.
But that man didn't get them 6 figures by spending.
No.
You have to understand a 6-figure man, unless he's a sugar daddy, a 6-figure man is just not going to put out no money.
No.
He want to see, and he has this right, because it's the same way with women that makes a lot of money. sometimes. He want to see if you're worth him spending his money. He don't mind spending his money, but you got to be worth it.
He definitely wants a return on his investment. And that could be from a physical standpoint, relationship standpoint. Most time, not just a man, but like you said, women, when they have that level of money access, typically they're involved in businesses.
Yes.
And so that money is being stretched already.
Yeah.
And they have to reinvest and get that return on that investment, which pays for your vacations, which pays for the nice car, the kids in private school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, like he spoke to though, those men typically are around their own same kind, and the women that they're looking for is a certain pot of women, and you may not be what that man's looking for.
Yeah.
And so you have to understand that you can't be so picky, and your standards be so unrealistic, but you'll be basically by yourself for a long time. And so I do agree there is a difference between
Picky and
and having standards.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing wrong with having standards.
Now, nothing at all. Everybody should have standards. Man, woman, boy, child. You should have standards across the board for everybody in your life. So standards are good. But being too picky when it comes to looking for a spouse, that's a bit too much.
So just real quick, get to know Mo a little bit. Does Mo So have standards?
I do have standards.
Can you speak a little bit to those standards?
Sure. Okay, my standards is he got to be 6 foot. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, my standards is I just really want somebody to be a good person. Okay. And I want somebody that you come in with something. Like, I don't need you to take care of me, but I don't want to take care of you neither. Like, you come into something. I want somebody to understand that I am a businesswoman and I am going to work, but I want somebody that's on the same caliber. Just like, I don't want nobody that don't understand. I might be here one day, here the next day. I might have to do hell, turn around and do something. I need you to understand that I have a life, and I will make time for you, but I can't just sit there on the phone and talk to you.
I was going to ask that question because, like, you both are out here going getting it. Y'all hustling, y'all grinding. But you answer my question. Hopefully you're making sure there's at least 1 or 2 days out of the week, if possible, that y'all have time for each other.
Yes.
Because, like, at this stage of our life, our kids are grown. For the most part, right? So now
they don't need us all the time.
That part. So with that said, you should have time for each other.
Yes.
Away from the business, we may not even talk business. It may be about some outside because like you can get kind of fed up with talking about work.
Yes. And I also have to have somebody that know how to be an effective communicator.
Yeah.
I need somebody that use the emotional side of their brain when it's time and the intelligent side of their brain. And please use the rational side of your brain because at this point in my 40s, I do not have time to be arguing back and forth with somebody when we can sit down and have a discussion about what we're doing.
I agree.
What we got going on.
I agree.
Because again, why are we still bickering like we're in our early 20s? Why haven't you learned how to regulate your emotions?
And also to follow with that too, and this is people at home, if you're in the same, I'm 40.
I'm 41.
And so with that said, even when we have this, let's say we get to a road, a stumbling block or a speed bump, once we have the discussion, the hope is that you don't have to revisit this in the future.
Right.
Because once you have understanding.
But if you sat there and actually listened to each other and understood that when a person that loves you, when they come to you and they telling you something, they're telling you something that's bothering them that you did.
Yes.
And instead of people listening to understand, they listen to respond. And a lot of time when people respond in a negative way, it's because they're attacked. Well, you're being attacked because you know they're telling the truth, and a hurt dog holler. So people have to learn, as your partner, if me and you was partners, and I come and say, hey, Slade, I didn't like how you said this to me yesterday. It really hurt my feelings. You know, I'm not trying to throw it in your face, but if I don't address it when it's just like a little nagging issue, then I'm going to let it build up. Then it's going to be, hey, I got something to talk about. So it's going to go there.
Because women do that, not saying you, but in general, women do that. They'll let that shit compile, and then one day they just go off.
Yeah, but see, that's one thing I've learned to work on. If somebody did to me, and it's just like nagging, let me tell you now, because there's no anger or frustration behind it. Just, hey, let me talk to you and tell you. I don't like this. But then also, this is where it comes to like partners. A man have to realize that he has to get that woman a safe space. And anytime you get a woman that piles it all on, that means she doesn't have a safe space to tell you how you feel. And vice versa with a man. Because a lot of times, like when y'all are vulnerable,
Yeah.
women be like, you too in your feelings. But feelings are human emotion.
Yeah.
And so you have a lot of men that will completely shut down and they'll completely explode.
Yeah, because we talked about this on a prior ladies' lounge, me and JD with Erica, and we talked about this in another podcast. So, not saying you now, this is in general. Sometimes women don't receive when a man try to really explain himself.
They don't
Unfortunately, the women don't receive it,
They don't receive it.
and so
They don't, and you're telling the truth because
getting back to being, you have to be mature and like
Yeah.
let's have an open dialogue, a general understanding. But hopefully, we don't have to revisit this because
if you did it right the first
yeah,
time, you ain't got to
we
go back.
are 40 plus. We ain't got time to be bullshitting. Why the fuck are we here again?
Now I know one time that I had the revelation when somebody was telling me something, and I started off getting angry, but I seen that they were, and I just stopped and I was like, you know what, you're right, and I'm sorry. And I said, no, I'm telling you, you're right, and I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm gonna work on it.
So, whatever that was, have you worked on it more?
I did, but I'm not with that person no more. But that ain't
Got
why
you.
we're not together. But
Say
yeah,
less.
I learned
I
that.
would hope though, when you do get with the next guy and y'all get serious, whatever was discussed and whatever you worked on with yourself
Of
will
course.
resurface.
Of course. Well, no, because here's my thing is, even going in a new relationship, I don't make the next person pay for whatever I went through because your slate is clean.
Yes, ma'am.
Your slate is totally clean. I don't know you in that type of way. I'm trying to get
Okay.
to know you.
Mhm.
But if you put yourself in the same box, even then I say, hey, look, this is something that happened to me. Because how do you know that triggered me? I can't just
Understood.
automatically jump on your case
Of course.
if you don't know that's my trigger.
Which I'm glad that's a mature thing.
Yeah. So it's like and I think that's why I don't put up with a lot of stuff because I don't. Again, what I ask for is what I require is what I can give.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of drama mess.
So you're not a tough cookie. Like you come off very approachable, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, for those who've been watching Monica up to this point, she's got a good spirit about her. She's very energetic, bubbly, all that stuff, right? You see that smile, right? And so with that said, I'm assuming the individuals that may be courting you,
Yeah.
they can break through pretty easily as far as the general layers, right? Now, the next step is let's say you taking this man seriously.
Uh-huh.
You want to go to that next level.
Okay.
Are you a difficult person on day to day?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not a difficult person. I'm not one of the women that you have to call constantly. Nothing wrong with those women.
Uh-huh.
But I'm a woman that understands that I don't need, in certain times, most of the time I don't need reassurance from a man.
Okay.
Like, I don't need you to call me to let you know, well, is he thinking about me? No, if your day is too busy,
Yeah.
hey, baby, just thinking about you, my day busy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, you've already communicated because we are adults. We don't have to sit in each other's face like this all the time.
Gotcha.
So it's like, no, I mean, I am. I don't, even if you don't call me, how I know your day to get busy?
Okay, now stay here real quick. That's cool. That's cool, right?
Okay.
And I'm not saying you're lying, but for the people at home, that sounds beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. But let's say you didn't talk Tuesday, busy.
Okay.
Wednesday
Oh,
comes.
no, it's only one day. One day.
Oh, there you
One
go.
day. I give you one
There
day.
you go.
One
'Cause
day.
if we in a serious relationship,
I know. I give you one.
There's
Even
no-
in a serious relationship, I give you one day.
I agree with what I'm saying because it shouldn't. I mean,
Yeah,
then
no.
why are we going 2 days and I ain't spoke to you in 2 days?
But see, if we're in a serious relationship, that means I know what you have going on in your life. So for me to be okay with you to either just text me and be like, "Hey, serious."
Mo,
No,
serious, baby.
I'm-
Relationship. This person ain't called you in 2 days.
I said
Oh.
I said one day.
Okay,
You still on the
good.
2 day. I said I
Gotcha.
give you one day
Yeah.
to either one text a day or don't call. But see, most of the time, if you've given a man a safe space to do that and he's serious about you, you might not hear from him. And especially if you know his routine,
Yeah.
you might not hear from him in the daytime. He'll call you that night.
I agree. I agree.
Because again, whether you call me or not, whether you call me 15 times one time, if you're doing something deceitful, you're gonna do it regardless. So
Yeah.
calling me does not stop a person, and I think that's why they don't bother me. Now you even go on 2 days, but I think that's because that does not mean that you're doing me right because you're like, hey baby, every hour.
I
How you
agree.
doing?
You're right.
So,
You're
yeah.
right. You're right. And the whole what done in the dark come to light stuff.
Exactly.
It's true. It's all that. Yeah. We get the whole cliche out there.
Oh no, but you ain't got no 2 days.
Yeah, there you
But then I'm still gonna come to you in a rational mind and be like, hey, again, I'm gonna give you 3 strikes. I'm gonna tell you if you after that third, I'm not going to warn you. If you ain't come, hey, I didn't appreciate that. You went 2 days without calling me. And okay, you do it again. Didn't I tell you I don't like this? I'm going to adjust. The third time, I'm just gonna call you like, hey, look, I told you that I give you 3 times. After that third time, I'm not gonna say anything to you. I'm just gonna adjust. And adjusting don't mean going out there being. It's adjusting mean that if I sit here and understand that you're busy and I maneuver around what you got going on.
Yep.
When you call me, then if I'm doing something, I'm not stopping doing what I'm doing to talk to you.
And I would just, like I said, just being around you, the brief times that I've been around you, I would assume in the confines of a serious relationship, it'd be kind of hard pressed for a man not to want to not be around you.
You're right. Because I'm a dope ass person.
I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, especially because, like, I'm with you in regards to you want your spouse to have a job.
Right.
Have some sort of career where they can
Please.
occupy their time.
Yes, because
I
a
mean, I
man
love
without a job is a very angry man.
Yeah, because I mean, no facts, because he's feeling like he's not being
Yeah.
accomplished at all. Yeah, I couldn't imagine not having working and not working. No. So yeah, I can see where a man can be. He can be busy, or a woman can be busy, but at the same time, like, yeah, I want to see whoever I'm involved with tonight or tomorrow morning or whatever. It's kind of weird to go 2 days, 3 days.
But see, that's why, honestly, in your standards, you should date somebody on your caliber. Like,
I agree.
Because if you're dating somebody under you, then you're dealing with problems that you've all overcame. If you're dating above you, then you're trying to figure out how to maneuver in this man's life. So, like, if you want a 6-figure man or you want a man that's making $90,000, you got to elevate and you got to put yourself in a certain range because you're not going to be what he wants.
Yeah.
And a lot of women think because they're pretty that means a lot. That holds weight.
No.
It only holds weight to a certain extent. Yes. It only takes you so far because beauty fades.
It may get you out the speeding ticket.
But again, if you get a man that makes
Yeah.
6 figures or more, and he fell in love with your beauty, but all you doing is spending his money, and you don't know how to do anything but spend his money.
Can't cook. Can't keep a house clean.
Well, no, I ain't even gonna say that about cooking because when you get to the level where men make a 6 figure, they don't give a fuck that you can cook.
Well, you're right.
Because they know you ain't gotta cook. Let's go get something to eat.
Sometimes, but most times there's still men out there who are successful who will really, really relish if they woman had a nice cooked meal for them
And maybe once
at
or
the
twice a
house.
week.
Maybe you could be right.
Okay,
like
once a week go. That's our
All right,
nature.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, we gonna eat out 4 days, and you can cook 3.
And they may even have a personal nanny or somebody,
Yeah.
or whatever, some kind of chef or somebody who had a food ready for both of their ass. And they actually even have Molly maid come through clean the damn house for their ass too.
Right.
Yeah, so hey, I'll never know. I'm not in that tax bracket.
Me neither. I'm in a good one, but not that one.
Yeah, but that's funny. So before we go, you got more time so we get some other stuff unpacked?
Yes.
So we already kind of gave our handles. We're going to cut it off, not right now, but we're going to take a quick break in about another couple minutes because I have some follow-up questions from Mo as far as standards. And I guess even from a man's perspective, we can be picky and men can be unrealistic too. I'm going to get to that too on the other side here.
Yeah.
So hold what you got.
Hold that mirror.
Subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe. Hit the
And also,
notification
we'll
button.
be right back.
Don't you want to see my pretty face? And I just talked about it's pretty for this. This will make you subscribe. See like that?
And hey, if that is the case, you coming back just to see Mo, that's fine. I ain't mad at you.
I love it.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back. And we're back. So before we went to break, we were talking about men being picky. So men out there, it's okay to have standards, but also you can be a little too picky too. Let's say I would like to go to the 20 box scenario. You can have 20 boxes that you want to have checked off.
Okay.
If she can knock out 15 of those 20 boxes, I think you're in a winning situation. Now, the other 5 that's not knocked off and checked off, depending on how valuable those 5 slots are, make those proper adjustments. But like we talked about beauty,
Okay.
a lot of women out here are very gorgeous, very attractive. But also, you can kind of, let's say, instead of wanting an 8, there's some good 6s out here who are loyal, understanding, can provide peace,
That
be
is most
consistent,
important.
and also just be there when you really need them in the time of need. The unconditional love standards and stuff like that. Yeah, go with those. Like, you'd be surprised how lovely life can be, right?
But then you have women that are like that, who have been messed over by men, and vice versa the same way.
Yeah.
And that's why people shut down.
Yeah, but with that said, go through your therapy, make the necessary changes and adjustments in life, get some resolution, and get back out there. Because I don't want no one out here dying alone or living life at the end of their latter years by themselves. Because like I was speaking about it before in prior episodes of the podcast, you can have all the success, have the money, and have the access to certain things, but if you're doing it by yourself, it's not
It's
really.
what you're doing it for.
It's
I
kinda
got a
boring.
homeboy that runs a business.
Yes, ma'am.
And he doesn't have any kids. He have a girlfriend. And his thing is, he was like, what am I doing this for if I don't have anybody? He was like, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
He was like, and I get it because, like, I have kids, so even if I don't have a partner, that kind of fills the void of why am I doing what I'm doing. But when you have no kids, and say if you having a rocky relationship with someone, what are you doing it for? Because we do things for ourselves to survive, but when you go above and beyond to make something out of yourself, you really doing it for the people in your life.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing it for you, you can get a poor old job, a little 1-bedroom apartment,
Correct.
live on a bare minimum, and be perfectly happy.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it for other people, it's like that's your drive. So if you don't have people to do it for, then what are you doing it for?
Not a fact for far as legacy, anything.
Yeah.
And so men, you can have standards, but just be careful on being so damn picky.
But men don't really have standards.
I mean,
No.
you're right. I'm just gonna.
Men don't have standards.
No, hold on. We do have standards, but we have a lot of fun in our options.
No, because even with even women have standards with who they have fun with.
Okay.
Men will have fun with anybody that will. That's why they be like, men sleep with anybody, and then men get mad at women if they don't sleep with them. But we will pick and choose who we want to sleep with.
Mm-hmm.
A man, it don't matter what the person look like or whatever. A man will sleep with somebody
I mean, of
that
course.
ain't clean.
I mean, that's a conversation. We had a conversation on another podcast.
For another podcast.
Yeah.
Pause that one.
Yeah.
Push it to the side. Back to what we were
But
talking
you're right. But with that said, you should have some kind of standards regarding, not necessarily what you allow her to do. It's just like what you would not tolerate.
Yes.
You know.
Don't be a pushover.
That part, and also you don't want to have a situation where your house becomes broken because outside influences are influencing her, which puts off on things in your relationship, and then that puts you awry. You know, so yeah, have those standards. But when getting back to being picky, you got to just be cautious that if you're above 45 or 50 or you plus 35, keep it lower. Your pool of what you can date and what you have available becomes smaller.
Yeah.
And so you got to be realistic of what town you live in, what city you live in, and the social circles that you carry yourself in, because that kind of slims down to what you have available access to. But yeah, man, there definitely is a difference between standards and then being too picky.
Mm-hmm.
Any final thoughts before we got here, Miss Mo?
Well, I will say this. I think people need to learn when they find somebody that's good in their life, and if their intentions were in the beginning to be deceitful, when you realize that that person does not know you're being deceitful and they still give you their all, why not switch over? Because you found a rare person and you was ready to use that person, and that person gave you everything you wanted when you were in the process of using them. So why not, instead of making this person hard, just go for it. You don't fake it, now make it. Because they don't know you don't like them. They think you like them. So why not just switch it over because you found the person? Because it's hard to find people.
No, it's challenging out there.
Ooh, it's hard to find good people. That's my word today. Stop messing over good people that you got in your life and get your life right and be happy with that person.
There you go.
Because they happy with you.
So as you take your sip, let them know where they can find you one
And
more
I
time.
said, you guys can find me on TikTok, Moso82. You guys can find my business page on Facebook, Locks, Dress, and Things, where I am oh so proud to make your nappy oh so happy. I ain't gonna tell you about those, 'cause I just want y'all to follow them too. We're gonna leave the other ones out.
Already. But no, thanks for watching.
Thank y'all.
Wine Talk, Ladies Lounge, support them all. Podcast proper. Be on the lookout for everything I spoke to in the previous section. But no, Happy New Year if that's already happened. Have a good Valentine's Day. And get
Don't
ready
make
to get
no babies.
make them if you're married. And also have a good chance. Good plans involved for it comes to spring break. That's around the corner.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's about to get hot again. You know, tornadoes and all that shit.
Beaches.
Beaches, there you go.
Beaches.
I would ask you too, I know we got to get off this damn thing, but you know, you can move to Arkansas, you got to deal with tornadoes up here. We don't really have too many tornadoes in Louisiana.
No tornadoes.
Was that an adjustment for you when you moved up here?
No, not really. Cause I mean, they don't have them like you guys, but I've seen a couple tornadoes in my life, so
Okay.
It didn't surprise me. So I haven't seen it
In the bayou, they don't have.
Yeah, they
the
have.
bayou. How y'all see it?
The bayou.
They're the bayou. There you go. Just make sure I say, you know, everybody got their own little dialects and lingo down there in the boot. But no, thank y'all for watching. We out here.
Thank y'all. Subscribe.
Get back here, JD. Get back here, Kalani.
We miss you guys.